Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. The last that we saw, we were on multiplication. Now we're going to do the division. So it's pretty much the same thing as the multiplication, except that we just need to go and change this entire part of the expression. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to create, let's go to our project. We're going to create a new class called division. Okay, yeah, division. Okay, and finish. Okay, in our division we're just going to copy pretty much everything. Find multiplication, except we're going to go down, copy this all the way down, and Control V. Don't seem to have any errors. That's a good thing. And instead of find multiplication, find division. Okay, so if character equals divide, number of division plus plus okay. Okay, so if the thing equals divide, keep going all the way down. Okay, so then all we need now is just divided by, and back in our expression, now we need to do is we already recreated the string, so now what we have to do is recreate our input with our string. So input equals input dot replace our recreate string replace our recreate string with our replace. Okay, let's just print out what our input is now. So we're not going to do division just yet, we're just going to run this just to see what we get. Okay, so we have 3 plus 5 times 4. We should get 3 plus 20, and that is good. Now the reason why we aren't taking out the parentheses is because we have not yet finished the we don't know if there's any division in there, so we have to go through the multiplication, the division, the addition, and the subtraction, and then we can take off the parentheses. That's our last step. Okay, and I know you can probably do all this, the new multiplication, find all of that, make a new class, and then put all this stuff in there. But just for you can see everything kind of like all in one page where it's just find parentheses, we're just gonna have it all in here. And if you want, you can make a new class and do call it, I don't know, the algebraic part, whatever, and then do all the mathematics in there. Okay, so we know that our input works. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need string replace equal well, not replace, sorry, replace equals new multiplication, not multiplication, sorry, division, and we're going to find the division with the replace, because we don't know if we have division in there. We're just doing multiplication. So right now let's just comment this. So let me show you. If we have 3 plus 5 times 4 divided by 3, we're going to get 20 divided by 3, right? So now we need to do the division part. Okay, so we're getting an error here. Assigned value is never. Okay, no issue. Okay, so if we run this, system.out.println replace, and then pretty much just copy this. With multiplication, we don't have to worry about integers for multiplication. We should make this a double and make the multiplication also a double. That way we don't have to worry about floating points, or if it wasn't an integer. So double, and just to make sure that we don't have any errors, we're keeping everything in check, let's just comment this section out just to make sure that everything stays working how it's supposed to be. We don't get a massive amount of rounding. Alright, so we get 20.0. Okay, it works. Okay, so I believe it will be safe to assume that we can get rid of that and it will still work. Okay, so 3 plus 5 times 4 divided by 3, and it's still running because oh, forgot the division part here. So here was a multiplication in the division class, so change it to a, there was a multiplication, change it to a division. My bad. So we get 6.667, but it doesn't replace this here because our digit was 20, right? So our replace should have been, let's print that out. So you can see it worked. We get 6.667. Oh. Okay, so no, it's working. It's working. Oh my gosh. Delete this part. So it's working. We just aren't. Interesting. We aren't replacing the. Oh, that's why. Our input is that. So we need to replace our. Alright, so this is gonna be kind of weird. We need to replace the recreate string, which was what we were replacing, right? So with the recreate string, we equaled it to replace. So okay, what we can do is we can do recreate string equals that, and then we replace it. So let's run this again. 3 plus that, and we still get that. So we're still getting this. So interesting. Wow, 10 minutes? Wow, this tutorial is really flying by. So we are getting this massive number. But it isn't replacing this, which is quite interesting. Because it should be 20.0 and then it replaces it with that. So we're getting the double, so it is replacing this. So let's print. We're printing our input, right? So our new input is that, and our recreate string is that, and final input is that. So let's run this. 3 plus or whatever. You can put in whatever values you want. I'm just doing that way we have a multiplication and a division. Alright, so our recreate string is 6.6. Oh, fail. In our input, we have to replace the this is giving us the final thing, right? So we're replacing our original thing with that, and we're putting in our replace. So we actually have to flip these, I believe. I have to get the one that we replaced, and we're doing it with our recreate string. Let's see if that works, because I'm kind of getting confused a little bit with which is what. Okay, awesome. So yeah, it's because those two had to replace. They weren't replacing anything. So when this happens, when it doesn't work, this is just returning the original thing unchanged. So it's just getting our final input, so which was 6667, and now that we still need to do the addition and subtraction, and then once we have all that, we can then go and get out of this. So really quickly, if I still have time, watch what happens if you create if you do it a second time. There's nothing's gonna happen, because it's just going to give us back what we replaced. So our recreate string is replace, and we're replacing our recreate string with our replace. So we're kind of like switching it. So if you watch what happens, hopefully this works. So you see null point exception. Oh, because our division, it returned null. That's because we forgot to change it. We should just be returning our original string. We shouldn't be returning null. But as you can see, it works. Our output just created, like, our number is 0 and our recreate string is null, meaning that we don't need to change anything because there's no multiplication or division. Okay, so that's the end of it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment below on if you have any questions.